Alright boys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another What's It Like to Be Down Bad video. It has been almost 20 days since I made my last Down Bad video, and not only that, but this is my first Down Bad video that I'm making since getting my PC, so I'm pretty excited for that. And it's been a minute since I asked you guys, but I think it's a good time to ask you guys again. Are you guys still enjoying the Down Bad episodes? Because I do still enjoy making them, but it's definitely pretty obvious that the support on them has slowed down a bit. Of course, they're still my most popular videos to this day, but I'm starting to think that maybe it's time to cut down on them just a bit and make them a little bit more of a novelty. And instead of doing one every 15 days, I'll do one every 30 days, which will equal out to one Down Bad video a month instead of two Down Bad videos a month, which is 12 a year, and 12 a year is pretty decent. So just let me know down in the comment section, just a simple comment, say 15 days or say 30 days, and I'll know what you guys are talking about. I'll tally them up, and whichever comments I get more of is the direction I'm going to take the Down Bad videos. So let's get right into this, and this first one that I have for you guys, I chose to be the first one for a reason, because if this dude would just listen to my number one rule, this 100% would have never ever happened to him. Anyways, you can barely see at the very top, he says, the closest thing I've managed recently is just getting screwed over, unfortunately. And the other person says, what happened? And he says, I bought tickets for a show and then she told me she was sick and I couldn't go. So I went by myself and saw her there with another guy. Big oof times. Now, obviously, if a girl is gonna be a 304 and say that she's gonna go somewhere with you but change her mind and go with someone else, there's really nothing you can do about that at the end of the day. But like I said, if this dude would have just listened to my number one rule, this would have never ever happened to him. And that number one rule is simply don't ever buy a bitch shit ever in your life. And this is exactly why. You gotta remember, young kings, she isn't yours, it's just your turn. So why spend money on her when it's your turn, when if she really fucks with you, she will 100% be willing to spend money on you. If the girl is really genuinely into you, man, you shouldn't have to spend any money. And really, that's a great test to use when you're talking to these girls. If you go out with a girl and she isn't willing to pay for you for anything, that is a clear-cut sign that she's not actually as into you as she might make it seem, because these girls are master manipulators. They're so good at making it seem like they fuck with you when they really don't, man. So if she isn't willing to buy shit for you, that is your first sign that you need to get the fuck up out of there and move on to the next girl, because you gotta have an abundance mindset. There's so many girls out there and many of them will pay for your stuff. And believe me when I say I have never bought a girl a single thing in my entire life, and more than likely I never will, for this exact reason. You have to remember, bro, she ain't your girl, it's just your turn. This next one, man, may as well just be the definition of down bad. So as you can see, this girl took a picture of her phone screen so that she didn't screenshot it and alert the dude that she screenshotted it, but you can see that he slid up on her story and said, would you ever have any interest in a cuckold relationship? What it means is I would do all the normal boyfriend stuff, buy you food, buy you things, be faithful to you, but the only difference is that you get to see whoever you want. So basically it would be a normal relationship, except I'm faithful to you, but you get to see other guys. It's more of a female-led relationship. And she just responds with, oh god. Like, what the fuck, man? How do you even manage to get down this fucking bad, bro? Like, I mean, at this point, if you're this desperate for some pussy, you might as well just buy a fucking sex doll, bro. You're already gonna be spending money on these females like you said in that message, so why not just spend money on a sex doll, bro? And she's not even gonna say anything. It's quiet, you don't have to listen to him fucking complain. You might as well just take that step, my bro. Like, no joke, literally anything at this point is better than asking a female for a cuckold relationship. Let me catch myself son telling me that he lets his girl fuck any guy she wants. I'm fucking RKOing him off the 3rd story balcony of my old apartment building. So this next one that I have for you guys isn't really the traditional down bad messages that we usually see on this channel, but this is actually a situation that I have been in before, and I really just wanted to give you guys a little tiny story about when this happened to me, because it was pretty crazy and I was like 16, 17 at the time. I hadn't even turned 18 yet. So the messages start off by saying, "Bro, tell me why I'm hiding in a closet as we speak." And they say, what? Her fucking ex or current boyfriend or I don't know came in. And he says, oh my god, bro, jump out the window. And then the next one is a picture of the dude with a fire ass beard, and he says, where you at, bro? And then he just says, in disbelief. Now, to an extent, this is a down bad situation, but not down bad for the dude that's in the closet. Like, yeah, that's a shitty situation, but if anything, he's the opposite of down bad right now. But you know who is down bad is that fucking boyfriend or her ex, man. Imagine walking into your girlfriend's place and there's a fucking dude in the fucking closet hiding from you while he was just fucking your girl, bro, just beating the shit out of that pussy. Could you imagine? Couldn't fucking be me, man. But you know what could be me? The dude hiding in the closet, because I have in fact been in a situation like this, and I actually told the story on my YouTube channel when it first happened, like almost 2 years ago when I first started YouTube, but I actually deleted the story. I think it actually might have been my very first story time ever, because I never thought I would find myself in a situation like this. I honestly didn't even think situations like this happened, at the time at least. I'm gonna try to make this super quick, but I absolutely have to tell you guys this story. So what happened was, when I was younger, you know, middle school, early high school, I was a nice guy, believe it or not. I actually wasn't a fucking douchebag like I am now, but there was this one girl that I really liked, and she seemed super sweet and innocent at the time, and I was super into her. I really wanted to be with her, and I ended up moving schools after my freshman year, but I continued to try to talk to her and make it work. But unfortunately, she ended up fucking someone else and actually getting pregnant and having a kid. I'm not fucking kidding, man. So believe me when I say there's a reason that I don't trust these hoes, man. But fast forward 2 years later, the summer going into my junior year, she ended up hitting me up on Snapchat just randomly, out of nowhere. Like, I hadn't talked to this girl since she got fucked and got pregnant, and just randomly she ends up hitting me up on Snapchat. And I don't remember exactly how it happened, but we ended up linking up. She came and picked me up and took me to her place at the time, which was actually her mom's house. She was still living at home with her mom, and like I said, I was still 16, 17 at the time, and she had actually already turned 18, because I was always really young for my grade. And so I hung out there. I ended up actually spending the night there and not going home, and at some point in the middle of the night, I honestly don't remember exactly what time, it was probably like 12 p.m. to 1 a.m. I'm chilling in her bed. She's completely asleep from what I know, and I'm not. I don't really like sleeping over at other people's house, so I was kind of up awake, and I heard a loud ass banging on the front door, right? And she hops up out of bed super quickly. She looks at me and she's like, stay down here, do not go upstairs. And I'm like, bet. So I stayed down there, but when she goes up there, something just told me to go up there, right? So I go up there, and at the front door is her fucking baby daddy, bro. I'm not fucking kidding. Her baby daddy was banging on her door at 1 a.m. with a different dude in her bed. And so he comes in, I go back downstairs, and they stay upstairs talking to each other, and probably like 20 to 30 minutes later, she comes down and tells me she's going to take me home, because at the time I wasn't driving. I didn't start driving until I was 19, and like I said, I was 16, 17 still at the time. So she says she's going to come take me home. So we get up, we go out to her van, me and her friend get in the car, and we start talking a little bit while she's still in the house. It takes her forever to get out of her house, because her baby daddy, I'm pretty sure, was fucking drunk, and the dude was just all over the place. You could probably imagine how he was acting. And yeah, eventually she finally got her stupid ass outside and took me home, and I just fell right asleep. And honestly, I was pretty grateful that she took me home because I didn't even want to stay over with her anyways, even before her baby daddy showed up. And thankfully, I haven't spoken to that girl since then, and I more than likely never will, because most females from my hometown are hella grimy and I want nothing to do with those bitches. And you want to know what's funny? That girl isn't the first girl from high school that rejected me back in high school that came around to try me out again. So if you're in high school right now and you're having a hard time getting with girls, let me just tell you, man, just act normal, act cool, and give it time, because that shit's gonna change. Just don't be a weirdo towards them, and I promise, man, shit's gonna fucking change for you if you stay on your grind. But moral of that little story right there, if you're going over to a girl's house late at night, you have no idea what other crazy ass dudes are in her life, so please just be careful. And honestly, depending on your age, if you don't know this girl very well, I would recommend you don't go over to her house in the middle of the night at all. Now, if you go to school with her currently and it wasn't a situation where I hadn't seen this girl in 3 years basically, but if you see her at school every fucking day, then you could probably go over to her house in the middle of the night. And it also depends on what city you live in and how safe your city is. If guns are a really normal thing in your city like they were in mine, you're probably gonna want to have one on you if you're going to a girl's house at 1 a.m 2 a.m in the morning. But realistically, if you live in somewhere where it's really safe, the suburbs, you probably don't need to worry about it. But just remember, these dudes are crazy and dudes will do anything over some fucking pussy, bro. So if you feel like going to a girl's house in the middle of the night is going to turn into something bad, I would just recommend not doing it. Pussy is not worth risking your life. But with that being said, that is where I'm going to have to end the video. You guys already know what to do, man. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on the video and comment down in the comment section to help me get pushed deeper into people's recommended and help more people find the channel and find the video. We are only 14 subs, I think, away from 2K, man. So that is absolutely insane. I'm going to read my members and I'm going to get on out of here. So we still have the usual Emmanuel, Crazy Eyes, Quincy J, Charles Ware, and that archive guy. As usual, you guys already know how much I appreciate you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.